All right, well, the end to the rat race might be further off than you think, as more Americans are retiring or planning to retire later than ever before. Our very own Kerry Hannon is here with the details. So, Kerry, what age are people retiring now?
Well, the most recent report that came out from Gallup is saying that 61 is the year. Now, I also saw a study from the Center for Retirement Studies at Boston College that said 65. But these numbers are roughly edging up from about 3 to 4 years from what it was back in 1991, so the early 90s. So this has been sort of an incremental bumping up of the retirement age. And, it's really not worth freaking out about, because the fact of the matter is there's some really good reasons why this is happening. So it's not as startling as it might sound initially. We're seeing this was really propelled by some really big changes in Social Security, as the age for full retirement age has been phased in from 65 to 67. And so people can't just, yes, you can still start 62, but your full retirement age is pushed back. Secondly, there are these incentives that if you can keep from dipping into your Social Security from full retirement age until you're 70, you get an 8% bump each year. So that's kind of sweet. Then there's this shift from the pension, the defined benefit plan, to the 401k. So the longer you work, the more money you can put in. That's a good thing. And then people are simply, working at less physical jobs. And so that makes it easier on the aging body to stay in the game. And finally, this is the final thing, is that employers used to offer retiree health benefits. Well, that's not really happening so much anymore. And so people want to stay on the job until they're 65 and they can dip into Medicare.
And at this rate, when do the rest of us ever get to retire?
Well, I got to tell you, it's going to be a person-by-person thing, but I do think the big things that factors that propel this increase in the retirement age certainly is behind us now. These things have already happened. But frankly, I'm a big fan of work. And so I think the longer you can work, the better for your financial security, for your mental engagement, for your physical engagement. So I encourage people to continue to work if possible, and remote work makes it possible.
Well, my dad would agree. He retired, that lasted a month. He's 80 years old, still working. A big thank you to our very own Kerry Hannon.